Bradley Evans against John Baguley. Evans in the red and white shorts in his fourth professional fight, up against the relatively more experienced John Baguley from Sheffield. Baguley the older man by 1 year at 21. And Evans, I don't think I'm being unfair in saying, Duke, so far after a terrific amateur career, he's not really quite delivered.
Yeah, it's a big transition from the amateur game to the pro game, as Bradley Evans is finding out. Very hard to make the mark, immediately make that impact that you look for so desperately as a pro when you make your debut. And I think he's just fallen short of a little bit of star quality.
He had wins against those trial horses, Sid Razak and Carl Taylor, and drew against Yevgeny Kirilovs, who's fit, and not a huge amount more than that. He's not one of the world's great technicians, whereas Evans, who won junior and senior ABAs at featherweight in successive years, I think really there's a great deal more expected of him than that. So it'll be interesting to see how well he can cope with Baguley.
Well, you know, Bagley's game, if nothing else, you know, he wouldn't have come to lie down. He would have certainly almost come to win, and will give us one or two answers to what Evans is all about.
Baguley got blasted out by the very promising young Norfolk fighter, one of the fighting brothers, Liam Walsh, in his last contest, but may not be too much disgrace in that, because I think the Walsh boys may well be going places. But Evans, I'm sure, will want to emulate that and produce something similarly sharp and eye-catching.
You know, they call him the buzzsaw, Evans. He does have a busy style.
Good ticket seller as well. He's got support in the auditorium. Shipped a solid left hand from Baguley in that exchange.
I mean, it's a good start by Evans. He's being busy, working both hands. You know, Bagley's right there. He's nobody's fool. He tucks up quite well, does Baguley, on the inside. Lets Evans do his work, and it comes straight back at him. That's exactly what Baguley has to do, what his corner telling him to do. Be first. Can't allow Evans to get off on his punches, get his little combinations together. Got to take him out of his stride.
Into the second round. It's a 4-rounder, this one, made at lightweight. And Bradley Evans in the red and white shorts surely did enough to take the opening period. Baguley presenting a genuine test.
Well, you just feel Bagley's always threatening. He's always in the mix. He's just about there. But Evans, for me, right now, is winning this fight. Just sharper boxing and just getting that final little punch off in every combination. Just slightly more eye-catching punches from Bradley thus far. And as you well know, John, this is a 4-round fight. It's a sprint. You know, you can ill afford to start thinking about tactics and how you're going to win the fight in the later stages. You've got to get your punches off first, and you've got to work hard.
Baguley connected with a good solid left hand, not for the first time. That's good from Evans, though. Marcus McDonald just having a word with Baguley about punching around the back of the head.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration there from Baguley. And Baguley trying to frustrate Evans. Every time he gets close, he touches him on the head and onto the body. No power behind the shots, just trying to frustrate him.
Evans has yet to register a stoppage victory. I suspect he'll really go hell for leather if the situation halfway presents itself here.
Well, for me, again,
Good from Baguley.
I think Evans is just about nicking the round.
Yeah, wouldn't quibble with that, but he's taking a few shots.
Yeah. Baguley doing a good job again of making his point in this fight. And Baguley switching to the right hand southpaw stance, just trying to confuse Evans, and landed a nice crisp left. There it is again.
And 2 or 3 of those in this fight, and Evans has walked straight onto them. Baguley not a noted puncher, which you could say is perhaps as well.
Baguley fancies it though. Just nodding there to Evans, trying to goad him in, trying to say, come on, bring it on.